Over the course of my life, I've probably studied over 100 plus high-value men, and one thing I've come to realize is that high-value men come in the forms of all shapes, sizes, and personalities. But one commonality that I've found between almost all high-value men is that they oftentimes are practicing stoic habits, whether they realize it or not. And once I realized this, I made a conscious effort to start practicing stoic habits as well. And honestly, since I've done this, my life has only continued to improve year after year. So if you want your life to improve year after year, and you actually want to become a high value man as well, make sure to watch to the end. Because in this video, I'm going to talk to you about 5 stoic habits you must build to become a high value man. So the very first habit you must build, and the very first habit I built, is more than a mindset than anything. This habit is learning to embrace discomfort. You want to do this because the simple truth is everything you really want in life will only come if you're actually willing to face discomfort. You want to be rich? Well, you have to be comfortable with the potential years of grinding that it's going to take to get there. You want an amazing body? Well, you have to be okay with the potential years of consistently breaking down your body in the gym to get there. You want a great relationship with a beautiful girl who's loyal to you? Well, you have to be okay with putting in the work to actually be seen as valuable enough for the type of girl you want. The simple truth is that everything you want will only come after you go through the discomfort of working to get it. And if you haven't realized it yet, most of us men are living in a world that teaches us the exact opposite. A world that teaches us that it's okay to watch porn, that it's okay to be financially irresponsible, that it's okay to not take care of our health, and that it's ultimately okay to be weak. This is what society wants for you and for me. They want you weak because when you're weak, you're easily controlled. And high value men are definitely not easy to control. So what you need to take from this section is that discomfort is a normal part of life. In fact, discomfort always comes before growth, and it should not be avoided. It should be sought after. So if your life is lacking discomfort, what you first need to do is to intentionally find ways to start injecting discomfort into your life. A couple quick ways you can do this is by, for one, taking cold showers, journaling, hitting the gym, actually approaching that girl you like, or by doing that thing that you've always wanted to do, but have been putting off because of fear. There's tons of different ways you can inject discomfort into your life. The point is, if you're living a life lacking discomfort, you're likely not growing, and you're definitely not moving towards becoming a high value man. Now, if you have any brief questions, put them in the comments below. And if you're really serious and you want me to personally help you out with any issues you might be experiencing in your own life, make sure to sign up for one-on-one coaching with me. Also, make sure to download my free ebook that I made to specifically help you navigate and understand the 10 secret stages of success you'll 100% be going through on the way to achieving your goals. You can find the links to both of these in the description and the pinned comment down below. So the second habit you must build is living with purpose. Based on my research, true high value men are not just living their life aimlessly like most other people. True high value men wake up every single day because they have a purpose, a goal, a quest to work towards or achieve. This purpose literally gives them strength and fuels them. It motivates them to push past setbacks, doubts, fears, challenges, and obstacles. One high value man that I'm sure you know of is Elon Musk. Whether you like him or not, this dude is literally the richest man on the planet and has multiple successful companies, yet he's still going. He could easily sell everything and live the rest of his life in comfort without ever having to work again, but he doesn't. Why is that? Because he is living with purpose. He's living with a reason to wake up every single day. And if you didn't know, his insane reason is literally working to help humanity achieve multi-planetary life. And obviously I'm not saying your goal needs to be as insane as Elon's, but I am saying that once you have a goal, it starts to give your life direction, and it gives you the power to achieve some honestly insane things you never even knew you were capable of achieving in the process. This feeling of experiencing and subsequently achieving things brings growth, fulfillment, happiness, and confidence. The only reason I'm even able to speak to you like this is because of the amount of things that I've been able to achieve in my own life. I used to be extremely insecure, depressed, and would never even dream of being able to coach others. But because of my goal, because of my purpose of wanting to become the best version of myself, I've wound up being able to help other people become their best selves as well. So if you currently feel like you're not living your life with a purpose, your main goal should be actually figuring out your purpose. And the way you do this is by simply asking yourself, what type of life would you love to live? If you had the option to. Whatever comes to you will be your first clue. Once you get your first clue, instead of doubting it and instead of saying how unrealistic it is, keep going. Keep exploring it. Make it vivid. Live in it. Explore it. And once you've explored it enough, to the point where you've developed a good enough idea of what you'd really want to do, start actually taking the steps to achieve it, no matter how crazy it seems. If you can do this and incorporate all the other habits you're gonna find out in this video, it will literally only be a matter of time until you eventually become a high value man yourself. Now, the third habit you must build to become a high value man involves detaching yourself from the outcome of all situations. And the reason for this is because when you set a goal, which you naturally will be setting if you're trying to become a high value man, it's natural for you to want success. But here's the key. Real strength comes from being able to detach yourself from the outcome. One of the main things Stoicism teaches us is that we can only control our actions, not the results. Focusing too much on the end goal leads to frustration, anxiety, and even self-doubt. And man, this is something I've had to learn the hard way. There have been many occasions, some I even still struggle with, where I was so focused on getting a specific outcome that I thought I needed, instead of just doing the work, that my daily work ended up suffering and actually ended up pushing away my desired outcome. This happened because of my growing frustration around not achieving what I thought I was supposed to achieve. So I'm learning this along with you guys, because I've had to repeatedly learn to take each day, day by day, and trust that what I'm doing is working as long as I'm improving and growing by 0.1% each and every day. And by practicing this, I've been able to maintain a high state regardless of any outcome that happens. And this is completely because I'm not focused on specific future outcomes. Instead, I'm focused on consistent, high quality actions in the present. So what you need to take away from this is that you need to make sure that you're putting as much of your energy as possible into things that you can control. These are things like your effort, your discipline, and your mindset. By doing this, you detach yourself from the outcome and you free yourself from the fear of failure. You become resilient, adaptable, and present. You need to remember that it's about playing the long game here, and it's about progress, not perfection. So as a high value man, you need to trust that by staying consistent and present, results will follow. Now, the fifth and the most important habit you must build to become a high value man is actively surrounding yourself with knowledge. I really can't stress how important this habit is, because without this habit, you could likely do all the other habits. But if you're not surrounded by the right knowledge, you're going to be going down all the wrong paths and significantly increasing the time it takes to become that high value man you want to become. So to actually become that high value man, you have to be intentional about the influences in your life that are giving you knowledge. And these influences can come in many different forms. The people you spend time with, the music you listen to, the books you read, man, even the content you watch shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes your life. So you want to be making sure that you're choosing relationships that challenge you, mentors who inspire you, and materials that positively feed your mind. Books, for instance, offer timeless knowledge, while affirmations and the right music can elevate your mindset and mood daily. Even the shows and podcasts you're listening to can either uplift your energy or drain it. Knowledge is literally everywhere, but in order to find the right knowledge, you have to be seeking it out, and you have to be consciously making it a part of your day. By surrounding yourself with positive, growth-oriented influences, you'll constantly be evolving and eventually become a high value man. Now, obviously, becoming a high value man is not easy, and it involves tons of self-improvement, which is why your next step is to watch this video, where I go over 5 Stoic habits you must build for men's self-improvement.